This is the 2023 ASUS Vivobook 15X, and to be specific, this is the 13th gen Intel model with the code K3504. It looks unmistakably a Vivobook and might not be a significant upgrade from its predecessor, but ASUS has added some good stuff to make it a pretty sweet deal if you're looking for a decent budget mid-range laptop. I've been using this for 2 weeks and here is my review. While it is a little disappointing that ASUS isn't making a new Vivobook 15X OLED this year, this is still a very attractive laptop. This cool silver color is the only color variant that you get to buy here, and the only notable change from the previous model is an embossed aluminum piece highlighting the Vivobook branding, which I think looks very cool and I wish ASUS would have allowed us to customize it. Overall, this is a very clean and minimalist design that I think many people will like. The Vivobook 15X weighs 1.6 kilograms and measures 18mm thick, which isn't the slickest laptop I've seen in its class but isn't too difficult to transport around. It has a 15.6-inch IPS Full HD display that refreshes at 60Hz, while its display hinge allows it to be used in a flat 180-degree angle, which is convenient for those who stand and work. The working area of the laptop is protected by an antimicrobial coating that lasts up to 3 years, which ASUS claims can kill bacteria and germs, so you're always rest assured of a clean laptop. The webcam is still sadly a rather mediocre 720p camera, but it has a physical shutter that protects your privacy. The loudspeakers are okay, it's not the best, but yeah, it sounds pretty tiny in my opinion and not the best for a 15-inch laptop. And here's how it sounds like. Unlike some similar class 15-inch laptops, the Vivobook 15X's keyboard offers one of the best typing experience with a great key travel. I'm also glad that the numpad isn't too cramped, which can sometimes be almost unusable. The trackpad is similar to last year's model with a fingerprint reader built on the top right corner. In terms of I/Os, this is where ASUS has improved over the previous model. We finally get 2 faster USB-A ports instead of USB 2.0 and a USB-C port that supports USB PD charging at 65 watts, but doesn't support DisplayPort. The HDMI port is still HDMI 1.4, but shouldn't be an issue if you're extending your display to a full HD monitor or projector. And on the left, you get USB 2.0 port for connecting legacy peripherals. My review unit is powered by an Intel Core i5 1335U processor and comes with a soldered 8GB DDR4 RAM that can fortunately be expanded with an additional SODIMM slot, and 512GB of PCIe Gen 4 SSD. Now, I know many of you are going to ask me in the comments if this is good for graphics design, video editing, and running engineering apps. The short answer is yes, if you can spend the extra cash to upgrade more RAM, but on the other hand, if your workflow requires a lot of processing and graphics power, you know very well that you should spend more to get a more powerful laptop. The Vivobook 15X is sufficient for productivity, and even with just 8GB of RAM, I didn't run into any performance issues when I almost maxed the memory out. Apps still launch really fast and websites that were put to sleep loads up in no time. This is all thanks to the fast PCIe Gen 4 storage that ASUS uses on the laptop, where it has excellent read speeds where Windows virtual memory can take advantage of. But still, I would recommend adding more physical RAM for better performance as they aren't expensive these days. Battery life on the new Vivobook 15X is pretty average at just 4.5 hours, which is obviously not great if you are looking to go without the power brick when you take it out for work or college. But thankfully, with USB PD charging, you can easily juice it up with your smartphone's charger or power bank. And that should get you enough extra battery life to get you through the day. Like recent Vivobooks we have seen, this laptop continues to be an incremental upgrade from last year's Vivobook 15X. Though thankfully, it isn't just a mere specs bump and design change like usual, it has better I/Os, an antimicrobial coating, and remains attractively priced at 3,099 ringgit. So that's all for my review. Thanks for watching and we'll see you guys in the next one.